Alright, mythical beasts, today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of bizarre pizza toppings. Let's find out! First up, we've got the classic pineapple on pizza debate, but with a twist. This time we're not just talking about the sweet and savory combo that divides pizza lovers everywhere. We're throwing some pickles into the mix. Whoa, hold on. Yes, you heard that right. Pickles on a pineapple pizza. The pineapple brings that usual sweet, juicy flavor, which is already a controversial choice for many. But then, the pickle hits you with that tangy, vinegary crunch. It's like two completely different pizzas in one bite. It's a flavor roller coaster. Okay, gotta admit, the texture combination is throwing me for a loop. It's confusing my taste buds. It's like a party in my mouth, but nobody invited the same kind of guest. It's chaotic, to say the least. This is like eating a Hawaiian pizza and a cheeseburger at the same time, but not in a good way. It's a culinary clash, but not in a good way. The flavors are just not meshing well. The sweetness from the pineapple clashes so hard with the tanginess of the pickle. It's like they're at war. It's like they're fighting for dominance on my taste buds and neither is willing to back down. And honestly, I don't think anyone's winning this battle. It's a lose-lose situation. Alright, taking another bite just to be sure. Maybe it'll grow on me? Nope. Still a chaotic mess. No improvement at all. It's like a flavor explosion went off in my mouth, but not the good kind. It's overwhelming and confusing. Final rating 2 out of 10. Definitely not a fan of this combination. What even is this texture? Alright, next up we're venturing into uncharted territory with this peanut butter and jelly pizza. We've got a crispy crust as our foundation, but instead of tomato sauce we've got a generous spread of creamy peanut butter. And for the cheese, we're swapping that out for a sweet and fruity jelly topping. It's like someone took my favorite childhood sandwich and decided to turn it into a culinary abomination. But hey, for the sake of science and this video, I'm willing to give it a shot. After all, how bad could it really be? The peanut butter is thick and sticky, and the jelly adds a weird sweetness. Does it even taste like pizza anymore? It's a real head-scratcher. It's like a bizarre combination of textures and flavors that just don't belong together. The crunch of the crust, the smoothness of the peanut butter, and the jelly's sweetness, it's a lot to process. Honestly, if I had no idea this was pizza, I might not even hate it. It's confusing, but not entirely unpleasant. It's got that familiar sweet and salty thing going on, and the crust actually works surprisingly well with the peanut butter. Who would have thought? Final verdict, does this deserve a spot on the strangely good list or the never again list? It's a tough call. I'm gonna have to go with strangely good on this one. It's an unexpected delight. It's weird, it's unexpected, but somehow it kinda works. Sometimes the strangest combinations can surprise you. Chapter 3, Chocolate and Cheese Pizza, a match made in heaven or somewhere else. This looks like something a fancy restaurant would try to charge $20 for. But should they? Let's dive deeper into this culinary experiment. Alright, moving on to a combination that sounds like it could either be a stroke of genius, or a recipe for disaster chocolate and cheese pizza. It's a bold move to say the least. We've got a classic pizza crust as our base, but instead of tomato sauce and mozzarella, we're drizzling on some melted chocolate and sprinkling on a generous helping of shredded cheese. It's an unconventional twist that challenges our taste buds. Now I know what you're thinking. Chocolate and cheese? On a pizza? Is this some kind of cruel joke? It sounds like a prank you'd pull on your friends. But trust me, I've seen weirder things. The culinary world is full of surprises, and sometimes the oddest combinations turn out to be the most delightful. The melted chocolate mixes with the cheese, creating this gooey, unexpected combo. It's a texture and flavor profile that's hard to describe. It's like a dessert pizza gone rogue, a sweet treat that decided to crash the savory party. The sweetness of the chocolate clashes with the saltiness of the cheese in a way that's both intriguing and slightly disturbing. It's a battle of flavors on your taste buds. It's kinda like a chocolate-covered pretzel, but with more regret. The balance isn't quite there. The saltiness of the pretzel helps to cut through the sweetness of the chocolate, creating a balanced and satisfying flavor. It's a harmony that works. But with the pizza, the cheese just adds to the richness, making it feel heavy and overwhelming. It's a bit too much for one bite. You know what, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that dark chocolate might actually work better in this scenario. Its bitterness could balance the cheese. Final verdict? Chocolate and cheese pizza? It's a no from me. The flavors just don't mesh well enough to make it enjoyable. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it's definitely not something I'd want to eat again. Sometimes it's best to keep sweet and savory separate. Chapter 4. Honey and bacon pizza, sweet, savory, and surprisingly delicious. Wait a second, I think I just discovered something amazing. Alright, last but not least, we've got honey and bacon pizza. Now, this is a combination that I can get behind. Sweet and savory is always a winning combination, and I have a feeling that the honey and bacon will complement each other perfectly. We've got a crispy pizza crust as our base, topped with a generous amount of melted mozzarella cheese. But instead of tomato sauce, we're drizzling on some sweet and sticky honey and sprinkling on crispy bacon bits. The honey adds sweetness without overpowering the bacon's crispy, smoky flavor. It's like a party in my mouth and everyone's invited. Final rating. Could this be the next big pizza trend? I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Honey and bacon pizza, you have my heart, and my stomach. Round 1 complete. The pizza abilities are endless. Next up, things are about to get even weirder. We've got some truly bizarre toppings lined up, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the pizza-fueled chaos. Until next time, mythical beasts, stay curious, stay hungry, and always remember, life's too short to eat boring pizza.